Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll walk you through how to use Nginx as reverse proxy and how can you redirect your client-side requests to multiple different backend servers. So before going to Nginx, I'd like to explain what is reverse proxy. So without wasting time, let's get started. So let us understand reverse proxy. So reverse proxy is basically it's an intermediary server between your client-side server and your backend server. Okay, so what is it used for? So basically it is used for security purpose and scalable purpose, and it is basically a gatekeeper between client-side server and backend server, and all the requests that is coming to your real backend server, all the controllers. So those are going through reverse proxy server. Okay, so let us understand. Let me explain you through a real world example. Like you have gone to a restaurant and instead of going to the kitchen to ask food, you talk to waiter to, to take your order and waiter brings your food. So likewise, reverse proxy acts as waiter. So instead of hitting to the real backend server, you are going to the reverse proxy. All of your URL hitting to reverse proxy server. Reverse proxy server then redirect your request to the real backend server. Then the response comes there and your reverse proxy send you the same response. Okay, let's understand what is Nginx. So Nginx is basically a web server which is used as reverse proxy, load balancer, caching. It has a lot of features and it is very lightweight and it is uh, very easier to use. So that's why it is widely used as a load balancer, reverse proxy. And today in this video, we will be learning how to use Nginx as reverse proxy. So without wasting of time, let's learn it. So let's understand Nginx how it is working as reverse proxy. So let us understand these are the URL hitting your Nginx server. So DNS name is your domain name. Like consider instead of DNS name, we will consider Instagram.com. So when in URL come to Instagram.com/images and process image, it is not like there is only single server of Instagram. There will be multiple servers. Like there will be a server for image processing and image storing. All the API related to images, there will be a separate server. There will be all the APIs related to videos. There will be a separate server. So likewise, but this is not like when you hit an URL to Instagram, there will be different name of different URL, different URL with different domain name. This is not like that. There is always single domain name like Instagram.com, but there will be different servers behind that domain name. Like here, dns.com/images process image. We are hitting this API. So it comes to Nginx, and Nginx decides that where it should go to. Like as it has images in its URL, so it will redirect your request to the image server, which is on your localhost port 5001, and the URL with videos will redirect to localhost 500, consider 500x 500 to a different service. Like your video service is running on 500 5002 and your image service is running on 5001. These are different server, different approach, different services, right? So your reverse proxy, your Nginx will decide which one to which server should handle this API or this URL. Okay, so how to do it? Let's get into the code part, and it will be fun understanding and implementing the same in your project, and let's learn it. Now let's install Nginx in our system. So Nginx basically, as I mentioned, it's a web server that you can install on your local system, or if you have bought a virtual system and you are running a project on a virtual system, virtual machine, so you can also install Nginx there as well. So all you have to go to nginx.org website, and there will be a download option in the right side. You need to click on it, and you have to choose which one is for your desktop. Like if you are MacBook, then choose for MacBook. If you have, I have Windows, so I'll choose Windows. So these are the stable version for Windows, this one. So I'll choose this one. I'll download this Nginx, and it is downloaded. You have to extract it. We'll extract it. We'll extract it in C drive. Okay, C drive. We'll extract. So extraction is done. If we go to C drive, we'll see Nginx, this one. It is installed, and we'll just rename it because we'll be using this name in command prompt. So just for your convenience, you can change its name. Okay. So how do you know that Nginx has been installed? So you just need to go to your command prompt. Go to your command prompt. Go to Nginx folder. So we are in Nginx. Inside Nginx, just type Nginx. After typing, okay, it will show you this pop-up. Just click on allow. After typing Nginx, if you see this blank screen, just go to browser and type localhost. Only localhost, no need to write any port. Just type localhost. If you see this kind of screen, welcome to Nginx, then it means Nginx has been completely installed on your system successfully, and you are ready to go. Okay. Okay. As now we have already installed Nginx in our system, let's understand how to use it. So basically, I have created one Node.js backend server. So I have created two index1 and index2 files in which I am simply I have import express library, and I have created one object of express, and there is a I have created one middleware, and I'm running this server on port 3000, which is an image server. Basically image server, that is, I'm running on port 3000, and I have created another server, the same code, nothing different, only the URL, there is difference in the URL, API URL, and I'm running it on port 5000, which is a video server. So what I have done, like I mentioned, that in Instagram.com there are multiple servers for image processing, for video processing, for post, for likes. So consider there are multiple servers post, like for reels, for IGTV, for if there is possibility they bring with movie section in Instagram. So like this, there will be multiple servers. Okay, and I created two servers. One is running on port 3000, and second one is running port 5000. And what we'll be doing that we'll be using localhost. Okay, we'll be using only localhost. No need to write port number or localhost colon 3000, localhost colon 5000. We'll be using only localhost, as we saw that only by writing localhost we are getting a web page. Like there is a website which is written by typing localhost. So like localhost is nothing but a domain name which is running on a IP address, which is nothing but 127.0.0.1. Okay, so we don't need to write 3000 or 5000 to get our APIs. So like if I run npm run start image, so start image is nothing but, you can see in the package.json, it's a script in start image I'm running index.1js file, in start video I'm running index2.js file. Okay, so if I run the second run start video, image service is running on port 3000, and our video server is running on port 500. If I go to browser localhost, I type 3000 and something image like this. Sorry, add localhost colon 3000 slash image. Okay, if I write this URL, so you are getting a response. You requested the image. So image is nothing but, if I write here Shreya, we are getting this in our response. So if we go to our code, if this API is heated, then we'll get a response with you requested the image with the image name. What is come here? Our params. Okay. If we all right. So if we do the same with video, if we hit 5,000, we'll get the same. You requested the video. Now this URL got hit to video server, like port 5,000. Okay. But in our real times, we don't write port name here, right? We are not going to write our port name. We don't want to let our user know the port name, or it looks very irrelevant when we see a domain name along with its port number. Okay, so all we want that if I write localhost.swam, okay, if I write localhost.swam, or if I write image localhost images slash image one. At this case, I want to see as it is here where like from the URL from the API it is directly showing that we want to hit image server. So I want to call image server. I want this URL to hit image server, but I'm not mentioning the port number. How can I do it? We will be using Nginx for reverse proxying here. How can we do that? Let's understand. So now what we will be doing, that will be reverse proxying using Nginx. How to do that? Like there is a config file of Nginx. Okay, so we have to go to that config file. Like if you come to Nginx folder that you installed, and if there will be a config folder, you get into that, and there will be nginx.config file. You just need to open it. You can open it using Notepad, or you can open it using Visual Studio Code. This is up to you. And I'll be opening it using VS Code. Okay. 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 As you can see, this is the code. Here it is written: if location is slash root HTML index.html, this file is serving. So just simply remove all this thing. Okay. Right. We'll change config file to redirect to port 3000 if the URL consisting of images. Okay. How do we know that? Like if location contains images, like if it starts with images port 80, like localhost slash images, it comes with that, then will proxy pass http localhost column 3000 slash. If location starts with images in its API, then we'll pass this request to this server, to this URL. Okay, we'll be doing the same for video. Like it comes with videos, proxy pass as this proxy to the same, but a different port. Okay. Our image is running on port 3000, and our video server is running on port 5000. If the request comes with images, then it will be redirected to this URL. If our URL comes up with videos, then it will be redirected to 5000. Okay. So now we just need to save the file. Sorry, I have not saved the file. We'll save the file. Okay. Now we have to close it. We will open command prompt again. As we have changed the config file, we need to rerun the Nginx. Okay, like we'll go to the same folder once again, Nginx, and there is one command to know if the Nginx is running background or not. Like the command is task list find str plus Nginx. If the Nginx is running, then it will show you like nginx.exe and the console and all. So can we stop it? Nginx minus s stop. If you type this, Nginx will stop. Okay. If you check, still it's running unexpected. Okay, something is wrong in our config file, so we need to look into that. So what is wrong in our config file? It's showing the error that unexpected end column. So we'll go to our config file once again. Open with VS Code. See that location, everything is correct, everything is correct. Server, HTTP server, and inside the server we have to like local server name, location slash videos. Okay, okay, we save it, we go, we try to close it. Was unexpected in Nginx config 41. 41, there is a close bracket. Okay, so I found out the root cause, like we had to give one semicolon here. Okay, cool. Now we save it. Now we rerun it again. So now Nginx has stopped. If we run this command, we will not get to see any Nginx running. So we have to rerun Nginx. Okay, we run it like simply write Nginx. Now we go to localhost images image 1. Now it is showing 40 not found. If I reload it, we can see you requested the image 1. Okay, like the localhost images, when it comes to images, here it saw images, as it is images, so it redirected the request to port 3000. Just nothing but this one is running on port 3000. This request is responded. If I go to videos, it will be redirected to, you requested the video, it redirected to the video. As you can see, it redirected to localhost 5000. You guys must be having doubt that if I remove this video, if I write like this, what would happen? So there is no response like this. If localhost slash image comes, then there will be no response to it. But if I write port 3000 again, then it would return me. And here I'm telling that hit to localhost port 3000. That's why it is hitting to image server. But if I, instead of this, if I write only images, sorry, bad images, you can see we are hitting to image server. So this is the use of Nginx, like just tagging your localhost as your domain name. You don't need to write the port, you don't need to mention the port, but you want to target your API to hit. You just need to write. You should make your Nginx config such a way like it will understand by seeing the API URL that which server it should hit or which port it should hit. Yeah, that's it for today in this video, and now you know how to set your Nginx as a reverse proxy, or you can redirect your URL request into different backend servers. And if you have found this video insightful or helpful, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe the channel, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt or if you have any questions. I'd love to answer, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.